Welcome back, everyone, to another episode. Before we start this episode, we're going to do a little bit of an update. So a lot of you were asking, hey, are the gutters done? Or why aren't you working on the house anymore? So the answer to that is I am still working on the house. It's just I figured after 10, 15 episodes of gutters, people might want to see something else instead of just gutters. But I am still doing that in the background. And eventually what's going to happen is once the tour video is done, I'm probably going to put out a time lapse or like another, couple episodes about gutters, and then we'll be done with that. After that, we should be moving on to the roof or water. The roof isn't leaking per se. It's questionable. It is definitely questionable, but it's not leaking right now. So maybe water might be a bigger priority, but I'm thinking before winter, definitely the roof needs to be done. So toss up is either roof or water. Water might be a doozy though, because there's a lot of pipes that have exploded. So also in Friday's video, we talked about like a story a woman told me. Luckily, we have the power of the internet and a lot of fact checkers. So thank you very much for those that emailed me. Seems like that story, the majority of it is made up. So I don't know where that story came from or why she would think that, or maybe it's not made up and we don't have all the facts. I have no clue, but for now, I would just assume that is just a fictitious story that might be interesting to some. Next order of business is I'm thinking about moving Q&As to memberships only or to a different platform because the Q&As don't do very well on YouTube and it really hurts the algorithm. Though it's nice to see the dedicated people that were really interested in those questions. For the channel, I think a lot of people just don't care about that kind of stuff. So we'll probably move that to memberships only or to a different platform. Also, feel free to drop a comment below of what type of stuff you want to see. I know roofing and gutters are kind of boring just because most people will probably farm that stuff out. They're not going to do that stuff themselves. And most people are probably interested more or less about the renovation of the inside and the transformation. So I will be trying to get the gutters and the roof fixed. I wouldn't say as quick as possible, but as fast as I can, I suppose. Without sacrificing the quality, and then we'll move on to renovating the inside of the place. Without further ado, let's do a tour, in-depth tour of the upstairs. This is the second floor of the abandoned school, and this floor has the most damage, but also is the most interesting. So we're gonna start all the way in the front. So here is a map, and I'll put this up on the screen as well. So we're gonna start from the main hallway. So this is the main front stairwell, and we're gonna go down. First thing you'll notice is there's a really big closet here. Relatively large closet. There's one on every single floor. And here's the hallway. There's also these built-ins in the hallway here. None of these lights in the hallway work for some reason. So, oh, no, that one does. That's the only one that works. This one doesn't work here. And we can come down here just to kind of look at some stuff. These closets are pretty deep. We have our fire extinguisher and our fire hose here. And they have a large closet that splits into two for coats. And I think this light actually does work. Nope, it does not. And we can swing around back. And this was what someone called a fur closet. It has this kind of cool mechanism to open and close. And what's kind of cool is, you may not be able to see, but in the ceiling, there are all these glow-in-the-dark stars. So we're gonna go all the way to the front and make our way back. So here is our stairwell coming up, a drinking fountain, which I'll probably get rid of. And here's our main hallway down. So to the right of us is what I used to call the murder room. And we'll use that as a reference because it looks like someone was murdered in this room. But we'll come back to this room. We have our first bathroom with our miniature tub, our 2 sinks, 2 toilets, and our tampon dispenser, which I don't think I have the key to that, so we'll see. Maybe I'll give that away to one of our subscribers. We have our first bedroom here on the left. And it's actually, this one's not bad. This one's pretty good. It has ample space, 2 radiators, a nice view of the front, the porch roof, and then it has a view of the neighbor's, house, which could be a positive or a negative. There is one closet here, which has one of those built-in lights as well. That has the switch. This switch is on the bottom here. So right there. And I'm assuming underneath here is wood, hardwood. So something interesting about all these rooms are they're all connected. So this is a second room. This is one of the worst rooms on this floor. And that is where the gutters leaked before. And it is a massive hole. So this was like right below of that area that I repaired. And that's why this was repaired first, because this was leaking really bad. So once again, floor is warped. The carpet was bad. There's like 3 layers of carpet on here, which was kind of funny. And then the interesting thing is this brickwork and this tile work. So it says 1914. And I mean, I'll zoom into that. It's a little dark in here. And then look at all these tiles. I wonder what they are. They seem like they're all the same tile, just differently oriented. Like these are all very similar tiles. So if anyone knows what these are, feel free to leave a comment. And I'm pretty sure this fireplace is no longer in use. It's boarded up and everything. So we're gonna go through, turn around. There are 2 nice French doors here, glass. And this is what on the blueprints said was like I guess a living room. It's kind of small, but you know, a living room for this floor. We do have some damage through the wall here, and this is right above where we've just fixed as well. So this is bleeding through. There is a floor-mounted radiator here, and my favorite thing are these windows. So these windows actually open. A little door goes on to the patio. Some of them are painted shut, but this one particularly works. And I was quoted $15,000 per window to replace here. So thanks, Andreessen. So I think it might be cheaper and easier just to restore these. And here's another past look going across. And that's our stairwell again where we came up. Sorry, I just stepped on some crispiness. So here's another bedroom. This is same thing. This also has a lot of water damage. This was the area that got replaced. The gutters that got finished, that was that area. And I think I mentioned in a different video, what's awesome about these is they have triple closets. So you have one for coats, and this is kind of cool too. It says, I can read that, 20th Century Garment Carrier, Grand Rapids, Michigan. So that slides out for, I guess, hanging stuff, and then goes back in. It's made out of metal. The bearings don't feel real good, but it's still standing, which is hard to say about a lot of things. So that's the first closet. Second closet has all the drawers. I guess this would be like for socks or, small things, ties, stuff like that. So here's all the drawers for that. And then the third one, I would assume is for shoes. I don't know what else you'd put in here. I guess it could be a coat closet as well. Has a bin at the bottom as well. And there are 2 entrances. So there's this door here and your glass French door that goes into that living room area. So I would assume if you lived here, you'd have a bed in this corner and then maybe your desk on this side. I don't really see how else you could orient it, because this is the only area that you could really put a bed in, or right smack down the middle here. But this is kind of cool. I do want to keep that French door, but I mean, if someone lives here, for privacy reasons, I don't know if they want people straight staring in from the living room area. So now we're on to the rear of the house, and we have another bathroom here. And we have another miniature tub. We have 2 miniature toilets. And this looks out to the outside where that awning is over the main office. And the wooden paneled room. And 2 more sinks. And these light switches are kind of funky looking at that. Oh, at least one of them works. That's good. And we have a janitor's closet right outside here. So the nice, oh, this light's on, been on the whole time. So here's a janitor's office, or closet. Definitely not an office, but a closet. So this light's been on the whole time. That's why it's got this little latch thing, but I guess that doesn't really do much. Okay, it's off now. This is another bedroom. This one's in relatively good condition, except for the rear wall. So this one's kind of nice. It has, you know, good, nice hardwood floors, very solid. The biggest issue we have is this moisture and water ingress in the back corner here. You can see this is peeling quite tremendously. So this is the section up, and it's a hole is starting to form up there. This is the rear gutter that also needs to be replaced. This is probably third worst, believe it or not, on the list of gutters that need to be replaced. Same situation, triple closets. You got like a coat closet, shoe area, drawers, and then you have another closet over here, which could be garments. I guess I guess both of these could be garments. So these two are mirrored, I guess. And then these doors are also solid wood. They're not hollow core, as most doors are these days. This one's nice, you get a lot of sunlight. 3 windows. Also these Mercury thermostats. So moving on into the hallway. So this was the original hallway we came down. Here's our fur closet. Here's that closet. This is the rear stairwell. So nice part is, I guess because the school wanted to segment things off, I'm assuming these walls aren't original, but they put basically walls around all the stairwells and everything, so that each floor can have a door closed on both front and rear. So I guess you could have people living on the 3rd floor but not have access to the 2nd floor because you could lock all the doors. So moving in on over here, we have our circuit breaker panel here. We have another corner drinking fountain. And this is probably one of the worst rooms as well. In the very first video, you saw a time lapse of me actually just tearing up the carpet and stuff here because once again, this was actively leaking when I got here. So you can see this is I-beam construction, and you can see the lath and stuff for the concrete. So this is big hole, but you know, will be fixed. And the windows need to be replaced, the trim and stuff like that, that will be addressed. The floor seems to be okay, except for under that trash can is a little bit warped. I guess I can move it. I don't think it's actively leaking anymore, but yeah, it's a little bit warped. But since I cleared out that gutter, it has gotten a lot better. So it's dried out a lot. And this is the rear room. So you can see this overlooks the driveway. Hey, that's that new van I just got, which is leaking fluid profusely. So every time I park, I don't know if you can tell, I have to put a piece of cardboard under the front of the engine because it just keeps on leaking. Parts are on order and I have to fix that, but you know, it is what it is right now. This is the worst bathroom. This had a huge hole right there. Go through the bathroom. And you can see, I didn't really clean up this at all. But we have triple sinks, not closets, sorry. And our ceiling hole. And 2 toilets. And a tub. So I did send out multiple samples of this stuff to be tested for asbestos. And either the lab is lying to me or there's no asbestos. So, I mean, the likelihood of it not having asbestos is low, but the lab said it didn't have an asbestos, and I sent them 3 samples, random samples. So it is possible they're lying to me. I'm not really quite sure, but I'll send out another sample just to be extra sure. So here's another bedroom. And the nice part about this floor is what I really enjoy is that you are never too far from a bathroom. Like every single bedroom will have a bathroom adjacent. So the most you're gonna have is you're gonna have two people share one bathroom, which is nice. And I guess I should kind of mention probably what the plans are for these children's bathrooms. So I think the main plan is really put maybe a dual or triple vanity here, or a double vanity and then like a cabinet on the end there to store like towels, toiletries, whatnot. Take out one of these toilets, put maybe like keep the toilet maybe closest to the wall there. That would make probably more sense. And then convert this strip from here all the way to that little tiny divider into, let's say, a walk-in shower or something like that. I mean, you could put a tub here too and have a shower around it, but I'm not really quite sure yet, but that's like kind of like a preliminary plan. And I think the nice part about this is since there's already drains here and plumbing, the amount of permits I need to apply for is probably minimal because we're not changing any of the drain locations or stuff like that. We're just going to get rid of, plug up one hole. So that should be fine. Anyways, back to this room. This is probably like a smaller room, probably like maybe 12 feet by 14 feet. This does have ample closet space though. So we have the drawers. If I recall correctly, this one is no bottom drawer on this one. Another big place to put garments with those lights. And then this one has a dual closet, a double door closet, which I guess you could put clothes hanging if you remove some of these shelves, or, put shoes up here, whatever to your heart's content. So this room, what it lacks in size makes up in storage. So also this wall is, completely fallen. I'm not sure if this is mold or what is this stuff on the ceiling, but that will get scraped and removed also. And you can see like there's water that has come in here before. See the frames are all, also not happy. This room is actually my favorite room. It's really big. It's got lots of windows. It's got 3 big windows. You overlook the front of the house. The breezeway view is not great, but you also see the garage, the driveway. And the wood floors are absolutely beautiful right up to the point where they've buckled over here from the water damage. And also you can see a better view of how this building was built. You can see all these I-beams just going across, and they're spaced very, very closely too. Like this isn't even 16 on center. Maybe this is 12 inches on center. And it's spaced very closely together, which explains why the floor is so sturdy. So this room, I think, is probably like 18 or maybe 20 feet by 12 feet, something around those in that neighborhood. But it has a, I guess, ensuite bathroom, which kind of is ensuite. So what's cool is you have your own closet, walk-in closet, with pocket door, which works. So you can pull these closed. You have pocket doors with locks, which, once again, I don't know if I have the keys or not. That is a completely different topic. So it has pocket doors, and then it has another closet with pocket doors, presumably for the murder bedroom. And this closet has a built-in safe, which I don't have the combination to, but maybe I'll get the lock-picking lawyer or someone to come out here and open this. That'd be kind of cool. And then we have a bathroom shared between the two of these rooms. And similar situation, sink, toilet, sink, tub. This is the ladder I use to get on the roof of the other side. And all of this tile needs to come up because it is crispy. Oh, you can hear that. So I think water has gotten under here and then frozen and heaved. So that's something that probably needs to be addressed. So this bathroom probably would be the first one to get the tile knocked out. And now we are back to the murder room, which is decent sized. Someone did mention, actually, and I'm not going to mention her full name because for privacy reasons. I think her name was Lucy, but downstairs on the mailbox has her full name. It's Lucy something, maybe Stacy, I don't recall. Anyway, she said this was her office. She never told me what caused the stain, but she said this was her office when she was, I believe, an administrator at the school here. So that's kind of cool. We are back to the front, essentially, and we're back to this front bathroom that has I guess I would assume that's an access door to the utilities. Oh, someone screwed this shut, so I have to unscrew this to see what's here. But bedroom to the left of that, this is the stairwell to go to the 3rd floor, which we will investigate next week. And you can tell that this wall here originally wasn't supposed to be here. Same thing with the rear stairwell. So this used to probably just be the stairwell here, nothing there. And then they built this wall here to kind of separate all the floors. So there's a door, and you can close off the doors and lock the doors so you can prevent people from going to the 3rd floor if you didn't want it. And I just realized there is a transformer that is very, very sketchily mounted to that junction box there. Okay, well, that's something I'll probably have to take care of. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour of the 2nd floor, which is kind of interesting. Oh, there's one other thing I wanted to add. Something else I wanted to add that I totally forgot about, because the 1st floor has this as well. So on these fireplaces, well, this one has 2 outlets. Let's go find a different one. And this one also has 2 outlets. Okay, this is the 1st floor. We kind of missed this last time. So upstairs, there's outlets here. And on this entire floor, there's caps on every single one of these gas-fired fireplaces. And I think what happened is there used to be gas lamps that went through here, and there were receptacles for gas lamps that would come through here that you would plug into, and you'd have 2 gas lamps. Oh, I hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, the woman's name was Judy, and I'm looking at the mailbox right now. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. We will still be doing one more tour video just to be more in depth. It was kind of hard in the very first video to kind of cover all 6 floors in 30 minutes or whatever it was. 40 minutes, I think, was the whole video. I think a lot of people lost interest. So this way I can go a little bit more in depth on each floor, and people are interested can break it down by floor. So hope you enjoyed this. We're going to be doing some garden work, lawn work, Friday. So feel free to tune into that. And Monday we'll resume the tour. And after that, we will be getting back into doing the grunting and the hard work on the house, which is still being done, just not recorded, but not being uploaded. So if you have any other questions, feel free to drop them below, and hope you have a good week. Thanks. Bye.